Hello, let's learn some HTML by proving this site by erikjohannes.no. Um, I thought this was a very good example of a good HTML site that was look like it's built by the user himself, who's not an actual developer but has done a decent job in creating this HTMLs, right? So, in order to look at the structure, let's first go to and so you'll have to go in the inspect mode here, right? So as you know that every HTML would normally start with this tag here, the doc type HTML, which just tells the browser that this is built with the modern HTML elements framework, that is the HTML5. Okay, so you need to have this tag, and it'll display good on mostly all of your web browsers. And then followed by the HTML tag, which is nothing but the root tag, and it says the language is English, uh, which means that you could have this website in Spanish or Turkish, and so just gives the browser an additional information that it is in English. Also, very good for assistive readings. You know, people who are, say, for example, who cannot. Who are visually impaired, they have screen readers, and some information like this, for example, language is equal to English, is very good for them because they know that the website, what language they're looking at the website in, right? Or the website they're looking at is in which is in a particular language. Then you would always see that HTML has these two tags, the head and the body. Remember, whatever is in the head is never displayed on this page, right? Except the title, right? So which is in the which is the tab of the browser, not the actual page. So whatever is in the head is mostly for it's like a meta information or information about the website, or it stores stuff that the website uses like scripts and styles. The first element here, as you can see, is the meta character set tag, which is basically telling you that if you have anything in Japanese or say Arabic, it would display correctly. Okay, the next one is the viewport. The viewport is and it says width is equal to device width, initial scale is 1, which means that even on devices which have different screen sizes, right, this website would show up pretty well. For example, if I would just go in the mobile mode, you can see that it still has the alignment and everything going pretty cool for it. Okay, and also have the zoom, the initial scale is equal to 1 means that have the zoom at 100%. The next two tags, author and description, are nothing but a very good for, again, screen readers, SEO. They're just saying that this website belongs to Eric Johannes and it's a personal website. Very nice information. Even when you search his name in Google, maybe this might show up, right? The title is Eric Johannes. As I said, this is the only element which is visible from the head. And then the next one is nothing but the favicon, right, or the logo, which goes along with the title here, and it says that it's located in the image folder, right, and it's called favicon.ico. The next one specifies the style sheet, where the style sheet is located, right, and this is a general way you would just put in the location of the style sheet. Um, and it says that its type is text slash css. I'm not sure how important it is to specify that, and I think it would even work if you just have the href as style slash style dot css, which is given its location. And so remember, these all other so this is actual tag called link, right, and these, the href, the rel, the type, are nothing but attributes. Okay, the next one is saying that the RSS feed can be found here, index.xml. So, like, for example, whatever you change on the website, you update on the website, you publish it on your index.xml, which is here. You know, it looks something like that. If you say the website slash index.html, you'll find it here. It looks like this is auto generated. And maybe with a tool or something, it just shows up. If you guys know more about it, let me know. Uh, how it is generated. Okay, but this is how they keep the RSS up to date, right? And it'll normally be like a bot or a crawler, I guess, which comes in, reads it and reads this XML, and then updates the RSS feed accordingly. So that's all about the head section. Next, going to the body section is what's displayed on the screen. He starts with a header, again, very good for assistive tech. And then he's put the okay, so one thing about this is that he's put the his name and then the logo in the nav, which I find quite not good. This is not a navigation, right? But he has done that, and so one of the things not good about this thing is that it should have been a header just in the header, and it would have been fine, right? So this is nothing but the nav tag saying that it's a navigation, but it's actually not the navigation. And then he has an image here with an ID of logo and specifying where the image is actually located. And this is just saying that okay, if anybody clicks on the name, just go back to uh, come back to the same page. I go back to index.html, and there you see the header gets over. Um, all right, and then whatever is another thing is whatever is in this anchor tag here, like for example his name, it becomes clickable, right? If you click on this, you go back to the index.html page, and he's applied some styling here, which is the class p.name. So you can see here in the styles that this is the p.name inline and things like that. And if I remove it, as you can see, it is just going to the next line, right? Display is inline. He wants it to be inline, right? We're not going to go into the CSS because that's not the topic of discussion here. It's just the HTML. Okay, so that is what's with the HTML. Then you have the followed by the paragraph. Rightly so. This is just a paragraph describing that he's a research scientist and so on. Followed by the next thing, which is also a paragraph. Now, this is again, he's mixed up like the thing that should be in the nav. The header should not have been in the nav, but it's in the nav. Rather, this should have been, because these are the navigation links to more of his work, right? This should have been in the nav, but it's not that way. He just has these anchor tags here with the references. No idea why I did that. It's got some right colors and stuff like that along with that. If you see the CSS here, so next let's look at it. And this is so good thing about the website is, I would say, is that he has uh, used these tags, these h1 and h2 tags, pretty nicely. For example, his name here is the main thing, right? Remember, your h1, h2, h3 tags are nothing but an outline of your page. It's like you have the index of your page, and this looks like an index, right? And so he has rightly put this as an h1, and then followed by h2, which he says is his blog, right? And then he has just um, so below or selected posts by topic, he has a paragraph here, and then each of the blogs, when they're printed, for example, in 2026, he had he's written these three blogs here, blog posts, right? So he's got in those, right, and then he and then right, each of these posts are in what you call as the lists, right? This is a unordered list. UL is unordered list. Remember, OL is the ordered list, and then LI, as we know, is the list items. LI, list items, right? UL, unordered list, right? And then he has a similar structure for the rest of his web page. So it's a similar structure. Again, to reiterate, the good thing is that he has separated these the way it is supposed to be. uh, so H1 is the main title, H2 is, you can think of it as the section, and H3 is the subsection. And so these indeed are a subsection. So that's what I like about it. Let me know what you guys think about it. And then and as we can see, is a similar style, so we're not going to go through that. And then we have the footer. Okay, now looking at the footer, all right, let's look at the footer. Yeah, you can see that he has the footer is got he's got some css here, right, that is making all this text centered, but then he's separated out with an hr tag saying that, okay, this is, yeah, yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It says that generally the hr tags just signaling that, um, you know, starting a new section, not needed in this case, because I guess even assistive tech knows that you once you put the footer in here, you don't need that break. But I think he's just done it for visual purposes, so it shows up like the way it is. I think you could do it with CSS as well. And the general guidance after seeing this footer here was that this could have, because he's using a lot of break elements here, BRs, right, to break it into this thing. A good way to do it is to use paragraphs, because again, it would be good for assistive tech, and knowing that these are just simple paragraphs, and then do the styling according to using css, because it's so powerful. So that's about it. On the whole, site is simple, looks good. Right, it is on the 250 kb club as well. That's where I picked it up from, 250 kb club. uh, okay, so next time we'll come up with another website to review. Okay, have fun, take care.